mashallah ta'ala, I invite Sister Remy Bulbul, and she embraced Islam in 1999, and she's now, not now, but we see her all the time, mashallah, in all functions of the community, and she's Director of Programming and Development at the Reverting Islamic Center, mashallah. She has initiated and spearheaded a lot of community initiatives, and she's doing a great service to the community, and she will tell us about something that we need to listen to.
Thank you for having us here tonight. It is definitely long overdue, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that we're doing this now. Alhamdulillah. I came to Windsor in 1999 from the States, growing up there, and my conversion coincided with me moving to Windsor. As Brother Michael was saying, you really do leave everything behind. Everything, every friend that I had, everyone that I knew my whole life, gone. And that was my choice, and I kind of wanted to start over, and alhamdulillah, that's what I did. I didn't know anyone in Windsor at all. My sister, alhamdulillah, she was a Muslim. And at this point now, everyone in my family is now a Muslim, alhamdulillah. Everything. However, I didn't know anybody here at all. It was overwhelming for me to understand exactly what Islam was and the faith and beauty that was Islam. It hit me like a ton of bricks once I finally understood it, and it just made sense. I don't know how else to describe it. Everything fell into place and it made sense. I took Shahada in my living room with my sister, and I didn't know anyone else. And it stayed that way for quite some time. The first time that I came to the masjid, I decided to come, in the middle of the day when maybe there weren't so many people here because I really didn't know what I was doing, and hopefully nobody saw me. And I did that. And it wasn't a great experience because I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't really have anyone to teach me well. That went on for quite a long time, and little by little, I taught myself. The best advice that I can give at this point, alhamdulillah, next week it will be 12 years that I have been a Muslim, and in that time, I've met some amazing people with the best intentions. While I believe that these intentions are well-meaning and and good-hearted, I beg the community to understand the complete difference in a lifestyle that somebody is coming from when they convert to Islam. It is not something small. They've often left behind their entire family, all of their friends, their entire way that they live their life, and are now coming into something different. Try to understand that, try to be compassionate, and understand that these people are most of the time adults or young adults and making the biggest decision that they've ever made in their life. And it's not easy, and they need your support and they need your prayer. Don't forget about them. Take them into your homes, take them into your lives, take them into your arms and welcome them, and don't let them go.
Jazakumullah khair for this very insightful advice. Barakallahu feek. There are some sisters who are with us tonight, and they are honoring us. Some of them are not going to talk on the request. We're going to honor that as well. But we are stressing and emphasizing how happy we are that they are with us tonight. And in any way we can convey their thoughts, we will do, inshallah ta'ala. So if they want to convey something in writing, please feel free, inshallah. I mentioned that we have Sister Laura Roche. Am I saying right? Laura Roche. Remy Bulbul, Aisha Yasmin Douglas, Aisha, Akila Paris, Khalid, Ines Da Costa, right? Ali Viviane, Ania Dobsky, and sister. And Nicole, subhanAllah, I did not recognize it. MashaAllah. Nicole embraced Islam here and left Windsor. MashaAllah. You're back. Alhamdulillah. Welcome back to the masjid. And on my right, I have Kevin Perez. I have Roberto Ford, Brandon King, who we heard, and Ejaz is the husband of Akila, and we have Scott. So I'll invite Brandon King, who embraced Islam in 2004, to share with us.
Good evening. It's loud. Like Imam said, I converted, I like to say reverted because I feel like I came back to something that I should have been in the first place. But I converted in 2004. I just got to a point in my life where I wanted to progress as a man and a human, and I realized that I couldn't do it without involving God in my life at some point. I was a non-practicing anything at that point. I wasn't a non-believer, I knew there was something. I just didn't have a home for it. And what happened is I took Islam into my life, and I took it with both hands. I came in here, and one of the best things that have ever happened to me is when I said and I'm going to say this wrong, my Arabic is terrible. It's Shahada. I don't want to mess things up to insult anybody. Shahada. Sorry, I appreciate that. And let me say this off. The way I'm speaking right now doesn't take away from how I feel. I want that to be right up front, because we all come from different walks of life, and some people were blessed to be born into it. It comes so natural, and there's people like myself. Hi, you stand that. She understands, she feels it too. That are so happy to be in a situation like this, I get excited. So when I said to the Lord, I love you, there's only one for me, and it will only be you, it was the best feeling. Everybody in the whole building walked up and gave me a hug. I left here, I told everybody that I could tell how it made me feel, because like everyone else said, I turned away from everything I've ever known. Everybody in my whole home, who I love dearly, they're not Muslims. They support, but they don't understand. So when I came here, that meant everything to me. I still feel that every time I walk in the building. I feel the hugs of every brother in this room. That got me through so many bad days. It brought me back here today. But what people don't understand is that we need to keep that hug every day. Whether it's, brother, this is how you say that word. Brother, stand in this way to do that. And it will afford everybody to remember the basics. And that's what I want people to understand. Things get caught up, you get past the point in life where you forget these things because you're so used to it. I pray for the day, the kids talking, or you forget that there's people like myself and the sisters here that we just want a home with our religion. We want to feel it, and we look upon you, who are supposed to be our teachers, and not saying that you're not, but maybe sometimes, you're too far removed from the problem. It's not an insult. It's a chance to say, hey, brother, hi. I love you, and I love you. Love me back the same way. That's all we want, and it's not an attack. I just want to come here to say that I love every one of you here, like I love the family I left, and I haven't met all of you. And we just wait to see that open arms. And we know you do it, but sometimes you got to be reminded, like a daily affirmation. I like to call my affirmation life coaches. Brother, this is not a bad thing. And then I have fans. I can't finish this. She's not going to finish. I appreciate your time, and thank you very much for having me up here. I didn't get to say what I wanted, but I wanted to say I love you, so that's what I got up here. Thank you.
All right, we will see another one, inshallah ta'ala.
Testing with the way it was
Sister Aisha. Next thing.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ashleen. Some people go by Aisha, that's fine. I've been a Muslim going on 9 years, alhamdulillah. I came to Islam when I was very young. I was still in high school. I went to a Catholic school, and prior to moving to Windsor and going to a Catholic school, I had friends from all different nationalities and everything. And all of a sudden, I went to this high school in the middle of a cornfield where all I could see were white faces, and I didn't understand. So I wanted to kind of challenge the thinking and the mindset of the teachers and the students in the school. So at first, when it came to religion class, I started researching Islam because it would challenge everyone else, because it would put everyone else's back up, and that's just kind of the person I was at the time, kind of still am. And I just found myself more and more reading more about Islam on my personal time versus just for school. And it wasn't a conscious effort. I'd find myself chatting, on ICQ or something like that at the time, and I would have pages open about hijab, about women in Islam, about different subjects in Islam, and it ended up just becoming almost a hobby for me until I started meeting more and more Muslims, and I didn't understand why they were doing the same things as I was, but they just wouldn't eat pork. So it really interested me to see the different people in Islam and things like that. And then it came to a point where I was about to graduate high school, and I had to end up living on my own. And at 17, I was in an apartment with a friend who was very much not on the path of Islam. And it came to a point where I was on about $150 a week, trying to pay my rent, trying to pay bills, trying to pay everything, and still graduate high school. So it was kind of one of those moments where I sat and I talked to Allah. And I said, just get me through this. Just get me through this, and I will be whoever you want me to be. And alhamdulillah, I finished and I made it through. I still don't know how I paid rent. I still don't know how I paid bills. I might have some money I owe. I'm not sure, but Allah brought me through it. And about 4 days after